Okay, so one of the main things you want to do at least every week, every month, is reconcile your bank accounts. This will catch any errors or mistakes that may be in your books, or may perhaps the bank made a mistake and you can catch it. It's crucial to making sure your books are accurate. So in order to do that, we can go to accounting, and then you'll see your accounts here. You can also reconcile credit card accounts. So I would definitely recommend at the very least to reconcile the checking and credit cards accounts. In order to do that, you would start with your beginning balance. Pick a statement, and then the ending balance, let's say it's the same, and then the ending date on that statement. So now there may be times when the beginning balance is off. If that is the case, most likely what happened, either a transaction that was previously reconciled was removed, changed, or some other way adjusted. And you have to figure out which ones or why. There will be a small report that shows you, hey, your balance is off by X amount, which you can take a look at and try to figure out the difference. And the most important part in preventing things like that from happening is doing it regularly. It's crucial. It will save you a ton of time in the long run. So once you're in the reconciliation screen, you'll see here the beginning balance from your statement, which should match what QuickBooks has, less any payments and deposits. Now, some difference may come when, for instance, if you write a check at the end of the month, it won't be reflected in the bank just yet. So in that case, we only want to select transactions that are actually in the bank. So for instance, if we made a check for this 228 over here, but it wasn't cashed until the next month, we don't want to check it off here. So we only want to check things that appear in the bank statement. You can go through the deposits, and as you match what's in the statement, just select it. Same thing with the payments. At the end, the difference should be zero. If not, you have to figure out why. And most of the time, it's either a transaction was recorded on QuickBooks that it's not reflecting in the bank, or transaction was deleted, along those lines. Most of the time, it will be something in QuickBooks. Haven't seen many times when the bank really makes an error. Now, the other thing is the bank may also show fees or other charges, interest that are not reflected in QuickBooks. So you may have to record those transactions first before you reconcile. Once you're done, and this is zero, go ahead and hit finish now. You should never finish now without it being zero, because what that will do is just, it will create an adjustment, and it's just not good practice. Though the point of a bank rec is to make sure your books are accurate, and if transactions are, if we're not explaining differences, then it's really not going to be very accurate. You can also go back and, actually, let's go back here to reconcile. So over here, you can see a summary of all the reconciliations for the accounts, and here by